Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world, you know it is JJ on JJ's PC Builds. Yes, I did switch the camera today. You got me over here today. You get to see my face today. Get it? No, just kidding. But anyway, if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. What I mean by 4,000 watch hours, watch the videos from beginning to end would be much appreciated. Will help out the channel and get the channel monetized. And we want to welcome all the new subscribers that just come in. Welcome to the family. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds. And the subscribers we had on the channel. All my veterans, welcome back once again. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all here, and thank you for all your support and everything else. You know I mean well. So, all right. Now, the thing is this. Today's video is going to be brought to you by the subscribers. I want to dibble and dabble into some of the subscriber things here. Okay, now the thing is this. I'm gonna go up into the comments on some videos, and I see everybody's having a little problem with the video I made that I called out AMD we need clarity video. I'll leave the link in the description below so that way y'all can see it. And make sure y'all do watch it. Okay. I understand, and I'm going to say this. I understand that everybody's a little upset because of the fact that, I called AMD out for what it was. Okay, do remember this. If it's not me, it's going to be somebody else. Somebody else is going to find this information. They're going to do the same thing, and they're going to call them out. So, no matter if it's me or somebody else, they're going to call them out regardless. So, do understand that. Okay. Now, the thing is, another thing. If you have one of their prototypes, congratulations to you. And you say it don't work. I'm not going to mention any names, but I'm just going to say this. I understand if you got a prototype and everything else, that tells me that you are a technician working for AMD. Okay, that you made a quick account, and I'm not calling you out on this because your account's not even a week old. So, and you're trying to call me out on something that you have no conclusion of what I'm talking about. You just think I'm talking out my ear hole. Okay, the thing is this. If you have one of those, graphics cards, the RX 7950 XTX, then that proves my facts. That proves my facts. One, that proves that it was a pre-production, that it was in production. And AMD pulled it out because they were afraid of something. Not just because it's broken. Don't hand that to me. Okay? Everybody wants to hand, oh, well, the silicon was broken and this and that. Yeah, other people were claiming that the silicon on the RX 7900 XTX was broken too. So don't claim to me about, the broken silicon and this or that. Okay? I'm gonna call it right down what it is. Okay, they put it on the block to be produced. They pulled it out because of the simple fact they didn't want to charge too much money, just like they did with the RX 7600. And and the 7600 is a bullshit card. I hate to tell you this, it's bullshit, and I'm going to call it for what it is. It's a crap card. It's a low budget crap card. Okay, you're going to make somebody spend $270, originally supposed to be $300, and then turn around and say, well, we're going to take $30 off of it. Really? Are you serious with this right now? And I'm supposed to be happy about it, and my subscribers are supposed to be happy with it. The people that watch my channel are supposed to be happy with it. Am I supposed to tell them this is the greatest card in the world? What do you want me to tell you? AMD, listen to me. What do you want me to tell you? I can tell you this. I can tell you the first thing you screwed up on was when you had, and I did a video on it too, when you got on stage about the 7900 XTX and the 7900 XT, you said it was the best thing in the world. That it was going to be faster than, the RTX 4090, 4080. It went from 4090 then to the 4080. The 7900 XTX is just as fast as the 4080, the RTX 4080. Other than, the flip-flop between the two. But as far as it being more powerful than the 4090, forget it. You had your chance. You pulled it out of production last minute was because you didn't want to put another price tag of a couple more $100 onto it, because you felt that you might have lost money if you would have took and put out a 3 gigahertz card. 3 gigahertz. And don't hand this to me where the numbers are coming from or anything else. The number is actually coming from a leak on AMD. Okay? A leak that came out on AMD. That's where I got my information from. Now, if you want to go find that information, that's up to you. You go find that information. But I'm going to tell you, for 1 minute, that they'd say, well, that information wasn't supposed to be out there. It was accidentally leaked. Okay, so it's accidentally leaked. The 7950 XTX that was originally supposed to go out before the 7900 XTX, that is so-called was leaked, and, it was an accident. Yeah. Like, I fell out of bed this morning and got a big bump on my head. That was just an accident. Or I went down the road and I hit somebody's car. That was just an accident. Okay? Understand this accident. You pissed off a lot of your clientele, which are the consumers. You pissed off a lot of consumers. A lot of disappointed reviewers. A lot of pissed off consumers. And on top of it, you had problems on top of the 7900 XTX. I didn't want to make this video, and I didn't want to call out AMD for what it was. Look, you can be mad at me all you want. That's fine. But think about all the consumers that were waiting to get that card. And then a lot of them backed out from getting that card. Why? Because they thought it was a joke. You couldn't fix the heating problem in the cooler. That took you an awful long time to fix. And then you wind up starting having a little bit of bias issues. Okay, as far as the heating on the card, overheating and everything else, a little bit of a bias issue. And on top of that, you sit there and mock nvidia. I'm not sticking up for nvidia. Okay, nvidia is just as bad in a few things too. But the thing is, I'm calling it out for what it is. And don't worry, nvidia, you got your turn coming up soon enough, because I see a couple things that I need to point out about the RTX 4070. So do wait for that video. It is coming out soon. And I've been testing that card rigorously. I bought the card, I'm testing the card. And I'm testing it hard. And I can tell you a couple problems that I'm seeing with the card. Just two, maybe something that can be resolved, but it's just two problems so far. And I haven't found anything that's really going to, cause everybody not to buy the card. These are just minor problems that can be fixed by, you can fix them. These are minor problems that can be fixed, that are not overheating issues, that are not burning up issues, that are not heat sink cooler issues. You know, this is nvidia now. This is all the things they don't have going wrong with them right now. I can tell you, I put the RTX 4070 through punishment, and I punished that card, and I did it hard too, harder than anybody has ever punished a card. I did it to the brink of, you know, collapse. And what I mean by collapse is this: when I push a card, I open up multiple windows that pull multiple places, that pull off of multiple parts of that card, all at one time. So that card has no chance to breathe. And if it crashes, I'm going to know. And I'm going to have a report on why. I got 5 windows that are open that are doing nothing but punishing that card, to test that card to see if it's really going to hold up. And, you know, nvidia, I hate to say this, it held up. But that's going to be for another video. We're just going to be continuing on, you know, kind of showing some light at the end of the tunnel on this RX 7950 XTX issues, which I'm getting ready. Today we are squashing this. Okay, we're going to move on, and we're going to see what else AMD does to bring out something new and fresh that's going to, you know, be in competition with nvidia. We're waiting, AMD. We are waiting for that. We are waiting for you to step up to the plate and take the crown. That's what we're waiting for you to do, to step up to the plate, take the crown, and just run with it for the next 4 years. You know, I mean, if you can't do that and you can't take the crown, what am I going to tell you? You know, you got a lot of people that want to be on, you know, the red team, but they can't be on the red team because you keep pushing them to the green team or the blue team. Do you get it now? You're pushing them away from you. You need a new marketing team. A new marketing team. They suck. The ones you got now. You need a new marketing team. You need to get reviewers on your side. You know, more reviewers on your side. Which I've been sitting here waiting and calling you guys and telling you, you know, when are you going to want me to start, you know, playing on the red team? Now you done pushed me over to the green team. And I'm getting ready to start working on, you know, seeing what the blue team's about. So I already seen what the red team's about. I already see what the green team's about. And I'm going to venture into seeing what the blue team has to offer. So either way, one of those teams are going to take the spotlight here on JJ's PC Builds. Just to let you know that. And the more my channel grows and the more it goes, guess what? The more, you know how it works. You know how marketing works. So, but anyway, I didn't want to bring this all downtown to everybody today, but I have no other choice. I'm bringing this all downtown today. And we're parking all the drama as of now. I am parking all the drama going on with AMD, nvidia, and Intel. Or asus, and so on, blah, blah, blah. All that's going to be parked today. Okay? Now, the thing is this. The consumers want to know what's coming up next, what's going to be offered, and what's going to be the best of the best. They don't want second best. And you companies understand this. They don't want second best. They want number one. Number one. They want the best of the best when it comes to product line. They don't want garbage. They don't want, you know, broken silicon garbage. Okay? Just because you get 40% off on your silicon doesn't mean you got to hand the garbage that you buy from these manufacturers overseas and hand it to the consumer here in the United States. And I'm sure the consumers overseas want to get the best of the best other than getting garbage. Okay? Now, if you want to change my mind, here, then you need to present something to me that's well worth my time. Let me see what you got to offer. Now, right now, from what I see that you have to offer, is not much. So, even the RX 7600 is not worth my time. I'd rather get the RX 60, or was it RX 6650 XT? Excuse me. I'd rather get the 6650 XT for the simple fact there's a little bit more love put into that than there is that 7600. So that's where I'm left with right now. Okay. For years, I used to be behind AMD 100%. I used to be behind AMD on all their products, including their graphics, including their processors, and all the way to the end. Okay? Now, and that was back in the days when, AMD come out into the spotlight. Even ATI I stood behind. Even when Intel teamed up with AMD, I stood behind that. Oh yeah, there's still products I have that are back all the way from the Intel AMD years. There's a time that Intel AMD teamed up and built a motherboard. Or designed a motherboard or whatever you did. But I guess it was AMD graphics with an Intel motherboard, or Intel motherboard with something like that in that nature. So, back in those days. But I'm not going to bore you all with what's going on with that. But I am going to tell you this. I'll park today about this RX 7950 XTX because I see that they put it up on the production list. So we don't know if it's going to be approved to go into production yet. But, hopefully they squared away all their problems before they decide to put that card out. Hopefully they don't have any cooler problems. They don't have any overheating problems. They don't have any power problems. Dumpster fire problems. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say that right there. I'm going to leave it like that. And I am now taking AMD off the chopping block. And I'm going to let them show the consumers, which is all of us, what they got to do to shine. Okay? I'm going to take it off of that, and I'm going to see what they're going to do to shine. Okay? They got half of the year gone. They got the rest of the year to prove themselves that they are one of the best of the best of the best. And if they can't take it and bring it up to the table, then how do you expect people to buy your products if you can't bring it up to the table? Now, AMD, understand this. I have a brand new Ryzen 7 5700X in my PC right now. I have a Ryzen 5 5600G over in my other platform as well. Okay, and that comes with integrated graphics. Okay, I have an asus motherboard that supports all this. 2 asus motherboards that supports all this. Okay, even though that I get an nvidia graphics card, still I still got a backup plan if I ever need to go to it. If something goes wrong with this graphics card, I can always go back to the integrated graphics, which that's AMD again. So understand that. I wish you would do something more about the integrated graphics. Give it more cores. Give it a little bit more juice. You already give it 16 gigabytes of juice. Why not give it a little bit more core action? Why not give it a little bit more CUs? Give it a little bit of love. A lot of people still use integrated graphics. They don't like going to discrete graphics card is because it has too much heat that is coming off of those graphics cards. That's the reason why they like integrated graphics. And they don't want to spend the money to get anything else. I'm sure you can make more money doing integrated graphics than you could selling discrete graphics cards. Because at least with integrated graphics, that's something you can't screw up. Just saying. Calling you out for what it is. I've used your integrated graphics for years. I've never had a problem. So it is what it is. Okay. Now, I'm not going to make this a long video, and I'm not going to bash AMD about all what's going on. I'm just pointing out what's going on. I'm not bashing them. I am pointing out what's going on. Now, you can take it, my word, for a grain of salt, or you can take it like gold. That's all I'm going to say. But from what I'm telling you, from what I'm hearing, is people are telling me, and I'm getting multiple emails telling me what is going on. Why are you, shortchanging the consumer on products that you were supposed to put out? That's what they're asking me. I got to be able to tell these people that email me what's up and what's going on. So, you got to put a little meat on the bone, AMD. You got to put something there. I mean, nvidia's, already trying to capitalize on the world market. They're getting ready to hit over $1 trillion. $1 trillion company. They're raking up the cash you keep handing to them. And you can't understand that. And don't forget your soda. Don't forget your snacks. It's just a shame to see one company make over $1 trillion when you got one company just sitting there shoveling the money to that company because of the products. I think you need to rework your product line. I think you need to get with your reviewers and start being more honest with your reviewers. I think you need to get in touch with your customer base, which are your gamers and your consumers, the ones that use your products, your business lines and everything else. And, touch base with everybody and get everybody back onto the AMD team. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not an nvidia hater. Okay, I don't hate companies. I just hate the practice. I don't hate the companies. I don't hate the players. I hate the practice. The practice you all preach. It's just terrible. It is totally awful, the practices you guys preach. And you expect everybody to eat the shit sandwich you're giving them. It's unbelievable. I mean, trust me, I was getting ready to buy. Before I decided to get an nvidia card, I was getting ready to buy an AMD card. I really was. And then I started hearing about the broken silicon, the price rebates you've been getting on the broken silicon, getting 40 to 50% off on making your GPUs, and stuff like that. And then you just cheapen out. And I'm listening to, your newest card breaking down, overheating, and don't get it wrong, nvidia's got the same problem too, but theirs is catching fire. But also too, the Ryzen, the 79, the new Ryzen 3D lineup's catching fire as well. So it makes you both nvidia, AMD in the bad light, both of you. The only one that's not falling in that bad light is Intel. And that's the thing. Intel is not catching fire. That's the thing. If Intel you catch fire, I'm going to call you out. So do have that on your chopping block. If you catch fire at any time, I'm going to make sure I call you out on it. But they're improving, and this is what Intel is doing. They're improving their marketing line for their ARC video cards. They're improving the drivers for that and making it a lot faster and more efficient for their product line. And when they get done and they get that card seasoned just the way it needs to be and push it to its max, guess what? That card's going to be a baller. And with their 13th gen and that card right there, guess what? The ARC's A70, was it 770? The ARC A770? And that 13th gen processor, Intel, and their motherboard with DDR5 that doesn't slack, and they fine-tune everything, and by the time you get your computer and you fine-tune your computer with all these lovely parts, and then it's like a baller computer, a bad to the bone computer, then you're going to be like, wow. And then you're going to fall apart, because now you got a baller computer and you're going to fall apart. That's what the consumer wants. They want to be able to be wowed, and if you can't wow them, they're going to stick their nose up to you and give you the middle finger. Just saying. So don't get butthurt if you get called out on my channel. And if I call you out, I'm going to call you out for what it is. And also too, this with Tech Power Up. Tech Power Up's been on there for years. Number one. Number two, they give you details specifically about what is going on from A to Z. So don't be calling out Tech Power Up, WCC Tech, videocards.com, or the rest of them, because you feel butthurt. Okay? So don't feel butthurt. Just to let you know, I'm not sticking up for anybody. I'm impartial to any company or anything. I'm an impartial observer. And I'm an impartial reviewer. Okay? No one pays me for these reviews. No one's handing me cash to do my reviews. I'm doing my reviews the way I feel fit. Okay? Now, I don't have a contract with AMD, nvidia, or none of these companies. So far I've bought my own products. Other than getting help with a couple from a friend. But that's a local friend. You get the point. So, me getting help that way, that helps me grow the channel a little bit here and there. And with you all subscribing and you all putting watching the videos from beginning to end and you putting positive likes on the videos, that's helping the channel get moved up further on the ladder and getting YouTube off their butts to push my videos up there so we can get more subscribers, so we can move forward. But you know what's holding us up? YouTube's holding us up. YouTube won't push my videos out to where they need to go. And I've been watching the analytics. Yeah, it seems you get screwed by YouTube. So I'm gonna start thinking about Patreon, about doing a Patreon with y'all. So that way I know my videos are going to get out there and everything else. I'll still do videos here. But, you know, what if I wanted to start doing exclusive videos? You know, those baller videos that y'all want to see. So, you know, just think about it. I'm kind of wrapping my head around doing, you know, moving forward. To start a Patreon, to move forward. I don't want to jump site to site to site. 2 sites are going to be good enough. I'll post notifications on Twitter. You can look in the description. You can find out where my Twitter is. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe to my Twitter. And I put the video, as soon as I drop the videos, I get the codes, I drop them into Twitter, I drop them right here on YouTube, and I'm going to work on Facebook and getting that going on there, and then after that, maybe Instagram. I don't know. But really, I'd rather not do Instagram. I'd rather do Patreon than Instagram. So that's just my point. But anyway, I just wanted to call out some of the comments I've been reading, you know, and I understand also too, another comment was brought to my attention that my 1080p monitors suck. Well, guess what? For a $100 monitor, I'm not complaining. This one's $100, and the one that's up above it is $100. So I only spent $200 from Walmart to get these monitors, 1080p monitors. So $200. So that's like 1/2 of the price of a 4K monitor. I got 2 monitors, 1/2 of the price of a 4K monitor. Okay, understand that. Not a lot of people got $1,000 in their pocket to burn. It took me 8 to 9 months to get where I'm at now. Damn! So, you know, in time, when the channel grows and we get things going, we get merch going and everything else, yeah, I can afford more equipment for the channel. And then I can start buying, you know, better monitors and stuff like that. Or if companies get off their hands and they say, hey, would you like to sponsor a video? Or would you like to do a video on a monitor or 2? You know, or stuff like that. You know, I don't have these companies jumping into my email saying, hey, we'd like to help support your channel. I don't have them jumping into my email. So I just look, this is a day to where I'm going to get things out and I'm venting out of what's going on, you know, and I hear a lot of bad things, you know, and this upside down crap going on about computer parts and everything else. You know, motherboards blowing up, that companies can't get the BIOS correctly and everything else. What has happened since last year? Since December of last year. What has happened since December of last year that now everything's just blowing up? Can you all figure that out? Let me know in the comments below. I like to know, that's for sure. But But anyway, this is not going to be a long video. This is just my upside down rant video. Not just about AMD, it's about everything. So I threw in a bunch of stuff in there today. I know y'all are you're gonna chew on me a little bit about it. I expect that. I don't expect anything less, and you know that. I'll still answer y'all's comments. So I don't expect anything less. So, but anyway, if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. You know what I mean by 4,000 watch hours. So, but anyway, I want to thank all the new subscribers we got to the channel. Welcome once again to the family. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds. And all my veteran subscribers. I do thank you for being a veteran here on JJ's PC Builds. It is much appreciated. And we always appreciate all the help that you give us onto the channel. So, with that note, I'm going to leave y'all on a good note. And I want to say thank you to everybody once again for watching the videos, for helping out the channel, for, just being there and supporting us and trying to help us get the channel off of the ground. We do much appreciate that anyway. So, but until the next time, and the next video, this is JJ on JJ's PC Builds. We will see you on the next video.